Welcome back, chemistry fans. Today we are going to try and finish up our last unit of homework. Topic number 1, we got to draw a sketch of a battery. So let's do this very quickly, and then we can send you on to the rest of your world. Okay. So let's see, here we go. It's asking us to draw a galvanic cell. Now, to what extent we do this, it doesn't have to be great detail. Just draw me 2 little canisters where we would have some liquid contained in them. Understood that that's the case. And so we can draw some lines here so that we understand that that would be liquid. We can fill it in here in just a second. I'm then going to put some metals in here, and it does not matter how you represent those. Then there's going to be a connecting piece in between these. So we need to have ourselves with some kind of like a voltmeter. So you could put a V there, and that would understand then that the 2 electrodes are being connected. Always, always, always the anode goes on the left, the cathode will be represented on the right. And what is happening at this anode is oxidation, losing electrons. Over here, cathode is reduction, is what's occurring at this. And so the electron flow is moving towards where it is gaining electrons. So it's moving from where it loses electrons to where it is gaining electrons. Now, what that means is that the anode typically is represented having a negative charge up here, but down at the base down here, it would have the positive, and it would be just the opposite what's going on in this. So there's a pileup of electrons at the top, and then there's a deficit of electrons down at the bottom. And so it's losing those electrons going to the other sides of this scenario. Okay, now specifically it's saying that it is a tin and silver, so we would need to label this one. This is SN, and this one is AG. As far as anions, oh, sorry, I did leave off the salt bridge. And so a salt bridge is simple as far as what it is. It can be complex and it could be made of salt, but all it needs to be is just a wet piece of paper that has salt water on it. And the electrons will, the anodes will then flow through into this, not necessarily from the silver, but the electrodes will flow in through this, completing the circuit's flow of electrons. If we wanted to include what would be in these liquids down here at the bottom, we could just call this something like nitrate, and then the nitrates would be coming off here, coming through here. And so that's how we could represent this. The tin, it is losing some of its ions. I believe it has a +2 charge, and the silver, it would be gaining some of its from the solution charges. And so eventually where we would end up with this material failing is over here on the tin side, because it's losing some of its material as this battery continues to make. Okay, this is everything that I hope that you could be able to share with me about this. Thank you very much for paying attention, and we'll talk more about it in class today. Thank you. Bye-bye.